Hi everyone, welcome to this second part of my deep light swatching video. If you're new here, my name is Carolina. I'm a deep light ambassador. These are very unique and lovely handmade watercolors that are made in Latvia by a family business, and I'm so happy to have become their ambassador this year, which means I can test all of their colors and share them with you. I have 3 other videos that I shared here previously where I swatched most of their watercolors. I have the last ones here to share with you today. And I also have a coupon code that you can use if you want to purchase anything from Deep Light. You can insert Colored Carol at checkout. I'm gonna leave this here on the screen and in the description below. And you can use this for any amount of purchase, and it doesn't expire. You can use multiple times if you purchase from them again in the future. That being said, I am so grateful for everyone that has been following me here. This wouldn't be possible without your support, so I'm really happy to have you here with me, and I want to share something with you by the end of this video, so keep tuned to watch the swatches with me. And at the end of the video I am going to share with you some small way that I want to share with you also the beautiful quality of these paints, so stay tuned. Now don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you like this video. I'm ready to start. I hope you are as excited as I am. I'm going to zoom in a little bit to show you better the swatching. So I'll start with Zink White, which probably won't show much here, but I'll swatch it anyways. I don't often use white in watercolor, except when I do want to play around with pastel mixes, then I will mix white with some other color. And I believe Zink White is especially good for mixing. I had to turn on the lights here because it's quite a cloudy day today, but we'll carry on. I have a few yellows now. The first one being Cowslips. Is a cool yellow. Yes, indeed, it's a very nice cool yellow. Very lovely. Then we have what I believe is a medium yellow. It's called Permanent Light Yellow. This will be good also as a primary yellow. Very versatile for either greens or oranges. And finally we have Great Tit. This I believe is part of their bird palette. It's a lovely warm yellow, really nice. They're quite different from each other. We have cool, medium and warm yellow. Now we have which looks like a pinkish red, and it's called Bullfinch. And I think this is also from the bird palette. I'm referring to it as the bird palette, but I'm sure there is another name. I just don't remember now from the top of my head. It's a very beautiful, I thought it was a pinkish red, but it's actually a orangish red. It's really lovely. It's semi-opaque, I would say. Didn't expect it to look like that. I'm pleasantly surprised by this color. We'll see how it dries. Now we have Swamp Cinquefoil, which is a red. This is a cool red. Next we have Cranberry, which seems to be also a cool red, slightly darker. Very nice. Very rich. It seems to have a bit of yellow left over on my brush. The more this Bullfinch is drying, the more I see it's actually an orange. And yeah, it's not a red at all, but I'm happy with this orange. Now we have a warm red that's called Mayan Red. I said warm, but I would say this is still more on the cool side. Of course, it's warmer than these ones, but still it's closer to a medium red. Quite versatile red, actually. Now I have a type of, I would say, red purple that's called Wood Cow Wheat. And wow, that's a very beautiful color. Really beautiful. Reminds me a bit of Perylene Maroon, or sorry, Perylene Violet, actually. Lovely texture as well. Second row, I am so stoked to have these colors to play with, and I really hope that you like seeing them on paper as well. I have ultramarine rose, and it's a color I really like. I don't have from many brands, but the ones I have I really like. And this gorgeous one. Sometimes ultramarine rose can be a bit pale, but this one is really vibrant. Very lovely tone to paint flowers, I would say. Be useful for botanicals. And then we have primary blue. I think I took a lot of paint. It's very rich color. It looks to me a bit more on the reddish side, like an ultramarine type of blue. So I guess this will make very rich, beautiful purples, but muted greens, more natural looking greens. I may share a video in the future doing some color mixing with some of these colors, mostly the primary yellow and primary blue, the magenta that I shared in another video, so you can have an idea of all possible color mixes you can have with a few of their colors. They have also a little set with the 3 primaries, so I can check exactly what the primaries are. I think it's this blue, this yellow, and the magenta, and I can share with you a video where I do some color mixing so you can see all the possibilities. I love color mixing, so that will be fun. Then we have Paris blue. Wow, that's very, very rich. It's almost black in mass tone. This could work well like an indigo type of color. I can already see it for night scenes. Very large range of colors you can make with this Paris blue. You can see very dark mass tone, and you can get really light diluted washes, so it will be good also for tonal studies, monochromatic paintings. And now I have lapis lazuli from Afghan. I have swatched another lapis lazuli in a previous video by Cow, I think was the one, and this is very, very beautiful. I think I like this one even better than the previous one. It's really lovely. If you want to get a lapis lazuli handmade, I would 100% recommend this one, because lapis lazuli is also a color that varies from brand to brand. Sometimes you get very pale ones, and sometimes they are a bit more on the grayish side, but this is a very lovely gray blue, muted. It's a very unique color. I think it's so far my favorite of the bunch here that I've swatched, the most unique one. Now I have 2 indigos. I believe that in my previous video I swatched an indigo from France. Now I have indigo from India. I'm curious as to how these differ. Wow, this is very, very dark. It's almost like a Payne's gray, I would say. It's more on the grayish side than on the bluish side. And it has some textural some little granulation as well, which you can find in some of Deep Light paints. Is this granulation that is almost like sandy particles that you can see in the paint, which gives them a lot of character. I see something similar in Wallace and Shimmer paints. Now we have indigo from Central America. This also is very dark. We'll see when they dry if they look different, but so far they look quite similar. Maybe you are not aware, but natural indigo, unfortunately, is not a light fast pigment, so you may choose carefully what you use indigo for, because it will tend to fade when exposed to sunlight. Now I have a type of grayish blue, I would say. It's called Forest Pigeon. I believe this is also part of that bird palette I mentioned before. Oh, it's a beautiful color. I love this type of blue. It's a muted grayish blue, and it seems to be granulating. Very, very beautiful. I'm loving this lapis lazuli and this forest pigeon are my favorite so far. I'm so happy with these colors. They are really, really nice. And another blue I have is called Jay Blue, another bird. Let's see. This is also very rich, like the indigo. Very dark. I'll need to dilute it a bit better so you can see the undertone. It's color separating, it seems. Now that I diluted it, is doing some, wow, this color is quite magic. It looked very dark. It looked like a Payne's gray bluish when I was swatching Mastone, and as I diluted I can see the blue popping up. I hope you can see that as well. And I can see some dark black granulation on top. So I think that when this dries, we'll see more of the blue coming through the black granulation. But we'll see. Exciting stuff. Love color separating watercolors. They feel like alchemy or magic on the page. I think that's a reason why watercolor is my favorite medium, because it's so unexpected. You never know. Sometimes you look at the pen, it looks one color, you put on the paper, is a different color, and it dries a different color. You add water and it does some unexpected effects. So it's a wild material, and I appreciate that. And now we have Night Raspberry. looks to be on the purplish side. Oh, definitely very rich. It seems to be in the same family of colors of wood cow wheat, but very, very rich, almost like a purple made with Caput Mortuum. Oh wow, that's, now the magic's happening. I'm a bit speechless. This color, when diluted, you can see some blue coming through. Wow. I'm gonna approach this from the camera so you can see the transformation. Hopefully. But look at that. It looked almost black. It actually looked like a very rich red purple, and then almost black, and now we have all this blue coming through, and I'm really curious as to how this will dry. This looks very interesting, and you can see here the J blue already showing a lot of granulation. Very, very unusual colors. I'm really digging this one. Night raspberry. Wow. See, I'm getting surprised here because I really didn't expect those type of color shifts. Now we have another which looks like a grayish blue, that's called blueberry. I think I've swatched a sample of this one in my previous video. This is a very interesting, I would say, purplish gray type of color. It's quite opaque, so a little goes a long way. This paper in particular, it's great for swatching, granulating or textural watercolors. This is bulking for 300 GSM, and I really love it for swatching watercolors. They look gorgeous. Now we have Starry Night, which was a color created for one of Natasha Newton's palettes. She's also an ambassador from Deep Deep Light. And this has metallic particles. It's gold metallic particles. I'm just gonna dilute it a bit here to see the undertone. It looks like a warm black. I think this color would look great for painting crystals. I can see an onyx stone, for example, painted with this color, with the particles, the metallic shimmer coming through, would look gorgeous. I will show you a bit here while wet. You cannot see much now, but I'm sure that when it will dry, we'll see more of the gold coming through. Now there's another color also created for Natasha, which is called Natasha's Gray. And we're almost at the end. We have only 2 other colors left. It's very interesting gray, greenish type of gray. Really lovely. Didn't expect that, to be honest. I know that Natasha is very fond of using grays in her paintings, and I don't know why I thought this would be a more bluish gray, but I really love it. Really nice. Love this gray. Well done, Natasha. Now we have Pyrolusite. Which I think is a mineral pigment. It looks black. And it may be granulating as well. We'll add some water and see. I love granulating blacks because they can make beautiful mixes. I particularly like mixing granulating blacks with yellows to make greens. And now, last but not least, we have gray ochre, which is a color I've never tried before from any brand, so I'm very curious. This is a warm brown, a warm black rather. Very interesting as well. So here we have the last of the deep light colors that I have for swatching. I have now successfully swatched the whole collection of deep light colors. I'm gonna let this dry so I can share a close-up of them with you, and I will share also my thoughts on how they look after they're dry, and then I'll have a little surprise for you. See you soon. So here I am back with all my dried swatches. I'm gonna show you a close-up now. I want to also show you a different angle for the Starry Night to see if you can notice the sparkly golden shimmer. I hope it can come through on camera. It's very discreet, so if you're not into metallic paints, you can still use that. It's just barely seen from an angle, and I think it would look great, like I said, to paint crystals, for example. And what do I think? I love these colors as well. I was particularly impressed by the Lapis Lazuli Afghan. I found it very nice and textural and very interesting tone of blue. Really love Natasha's gray. I don't know if I can show on camera, but you have this greenish gray, but then there's some purplish granulation coming through, very discreet. Love that. And yeah, I couldn't be happier with all of these colors. I find them all very unique in their ways, and I hope you really enjoyed also this journey of swatching all of the catalog of Deep Deep Light. And I would like I mentioned, to have a little surprise for you at the end. That's my way of thanking you for all your support since the beginning of my journey here. I really appreciate you being here with me, all of your lovely comments. So I have amassed quite a collection of samples from Deep Deep Light, as you can see here, and I would love to share those with you. So if you watch this video till the end, I wanted to leave a comment below saying swatching is fun, and I hope you watched my other videos as well for Deep Deep Light, and I would like you to mention which of the colors from Deep Deep Light you would like to try. And when I will pick some names randomly, I'll do my best to try to find in this pile of swatches the colors you would like to try, if I have them. So just remember, give me a like, write the catchphrase swatching is fun, and let me know which of the colors from all of my videos. I have 4 videos for Deep Deep Light watercolors. I'm gonna make a playlist and leave the link here below. And you tell me which of the colors from all of the videos I have for Deep Deep Light you would love to try. And then I would say that end of August, let's say the 31st of August, that will be the deadline. I will take all of the names of the people that have commented over here. I'll randomly pick 5 people, and I will send you an assortment of samples. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are doing well, having a great summer, and I'll see you soon. Bye!